Welcome to Mystery Chronicles, where we dive deep into some of the most intriguing and mysterious stories from around the world. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Imagine a quiet night in August 1977. The air is still, the world is asleep, but a giant ear is listening. Not a human ear, but a massive radio telescope in Ohio called the Big Ear. It was built to scan the cosmos, listening for faint whispers from distant stars. Galaxies. For years, it had been patiently collecting data, translating the silent language of the universe into numbers on a page. The telescope was on a mission, part of the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. SETI. Its job was simple: to listen for any signal that stood out from the background noise of space, a signal that might suggest it wasn't natural. On this particular night, August 15th, the Big Ear was pointed toward the constellation Sagittarius. This is a dense, star-rich region of our Milky Way galaxy, a place where countless suns and potential worlds reside. As the Earth turned, the telescope's gaze swept across this cosmic neighborhood. The data it collected was printed out on long sheets of paper, a continuous stream of characters representing the radio signals it detected. Most of it was just static, the random hum of the universe. It was a methodical, often uneventful process of gathering information from the sky, hoping for a sign that we are not alone. Suddenly, for just 72 seconds, something extraordinary happened. The telescope picked up a powerful radio burst, a signal so strong, so clear, that it was unlike anything the observatory had ever recorded before. The signal was a narrow beam, focused on a very specific frequency, much like a radio station here on Earth. Natural cosmic sources, like stars, gas clouds, tend to broadcast their energy across a wide range of frequencies. This signal was different. It was sharp, precise, and incredibly loud, standing out 30 times more than the average background noise of deep space. It was a cosmic shout in the dark. A few days later, a volunteer astronomer named Ehman was reviewing the printouts from that night. As his eyes scanned the columns of numbers and letters, he saw it. 6, E, Q, U, J, 5. It was a pattern that perfectly matched what you would expect from a non-terrestrial source passing through the telescope's view. Stunned by what he was seeing, he grabbed a red pen, circled the code, and wrote a single powerful word in the margin of the paper. Wow. That one word captured the astonishment and wonder of that moment. The wow signal, as it came to be known, was more than just a strong blip on a printout. It was a potential message in a cosmic bottle, a fleeting sign that someone or something might be out there. It arrived at a frequency of 1,420 megahertz, a very special spot on the radio dial, the hydrogen line. The hydrogen line is naturally emitted by hydrogen atoms, the most common element in the universe. Scientists had long theorized intelligent civilizations might choose this frequency as a universal hailing channel. This wasn't just a random burst of static. The signal's 72-second duration was also significant. The Big Ear telescope was fixed, using the Earth's rotation to scan the sky. Any signal from a fixed point would be visible for exactly 72 seconds as it drifted through the telescope's narrow field of view. The wow signal started weak, grew stronger into the beam, then faded, perfectly matching the expected pattern. It was like a distant lighthouse sweeping its beam across our planet for just over a minute. The discovery sparked immediate excitement and a frantic search for answers. Astronomers at Big Ear and around the world raced to point their telescopes back to that patch of sky. They hoped to hear it again, to confirm it and pinpoint its origin. If deliberate, perhaps it repeated on a cycle. But despite countless hours of listening in the days, weeks, and years that followed, the signal never returned. It was a one-time event, a whisper heard once, then silence, leaving a lingering mystery. Nearly half a century later, the WOW signal remains the strongest candidate for an extraterrestrial radio signal ever detected. It has been studied, debated, and analyzed by generations of scientists. Proposed natural explanations, passing comets, i.e., unusual satellite reflections. None have fully accounted for all the signal's unique properties. The mystery of what called out on that August night in 1977 continues to drive our search for life beyond Earth. With no repeat signal to study, investigators turned their attention to more mundane possibilities. The most obvious culprit is terrestrial interference. Our planet is awash with radio waves, television broadcasts, radio broadcasts, aircraft communications, and military radar. Could the WOW signal have been a stray Earth transmission that bounced off something in orbit and into the big ear? This theory runs into significant problems. First, the signal was extremely narrowband and stable, unlike that of a reflected signal. Furthermore, 1420 megahertz is a protected band reserved for astronomical research. Civilian and military transmissions are forbidden there. Then, in 2017, a new and intriguing natural explanation was proposed by astronomer Antonio Paris. He suggested the signal could have been generated by a passing comet. Specifically, he identified two comets that were in the same region of the sky on August 15, 1977. His theory, the radio signals, was not a message, but natural emission from the vast hydrogen cloud around a comet's nucleus warmed by the sun. Other radio astronomers, including Jerry Ehman, quickly pointed out major flaws. First, if the hydrogen cloud were strong enough to hit Big Ear, it should have shown up in both feed horns, not just one. Furthermore, comets aren't known to make such strong narrowband signals. We are left with the most tantalizing and controversial hypothesis of all, that the WOW signal was a deliberate transmission from an intelligent extraterrestrial civilization. An artificial beacon could easily be engineered to be strong, narrowband, and centered on the hydrogen line frequency, designed to stand out against the cosmic background noise and to attract the attention of a listening civilization like ours. The 72-second duration and the bell-shaped curve are not a problem for this theory. In every technical aspect, the signal matches what SETI researchers had been hoping to find. But the theory has a major challenge. The signal was only heard once. One possibility, a rotating beacon, like that of a cosmic lighthouse sweeping across the galaxy. Its beam may have just grazed Earth for a moment. Another idea, the source was moving, perhaps a probe or a starship passing through the region. The WOW signal occupies a unique space, a high-quality observation pointing to a world-changing conclusion but lacking definitive, repeatable evidence. It remains a ghost in the machine, a perfect anomaly. The WOW signal did more than just create a scientific puzzle. It ignited the public's imagination. Before 1977, SETI was a niche field pursued by a small, dedicated group of astronomers with limited resources. The simple human reaction scribbled on a data printout, WOW, made the complex world of radio astronomy accessible and exciting to everyone. It provided a powerful answer to the question, why are you listening? The answer was, because once we may have heard something. It's a story about a volunteer, Jerry Ehman, whose careful work led to a monumental discovery. The most famous was SETI at Home, launched in the late 1990s. It distributed small chunks of radio telescope data to millions worldwide, acting like a giant global supercomputer. The accessibility of software-defined radio lets hobbyists build radio astronomy setups at low cost, turning backyards into listening posts. The failure to find the WOW signal marked the beginning of a multi-decade quest, one that has leveraged increasingly powerful technology The powerful, very large array in New Mexico is a vastly more powerful instrument than the Big Ear. Despite this enhanced sensitivity, his extensive listening campaigns yielded nothing. The sky remained silent. Breakthrough. Listen, the most comprehensive SETI project to date, have access to technology that astronomers in 1977 could only dream of. These modern observatories can scan billions of radio channels simultaneously and have sophisticated software to automatically flag any unusual signals for immediate follow-up, allowing them to point to the same patch of sky within minutes. A lesson learned from the frustration of 1977. In the end, the story of the WOW signal is a story about a profound and enduring mystery. For one brief moment on an ordinary summer night, a giant telescope in Ohio heard something extraordinary. Yet, just as quickly as it appeared, it vanished, leaving behind a single tantalizing piece of evidence in a universe of unanswered questions. What was it? A call from a distant civilization, a rare natural phenomenon, or a ghost in the machine? Our relentless search for an explanation reflects a deep and fundamental human desire to know our place in the universe. Are we a unique and lonely accident of biology, or are we part of a much larger cosmic community? The act of listening for a signal is an expression of hope. It is a statement that we believe connection is possible, that we are ready to hear an answer if one should come. The telescopes of the future will be exponentially more powerful than the Big Ear. With advanced artificial intelligence, we will be able to analyze data in real time to ensure that if another wow moment happens, we will be ready to capture it. In our quest to find others, we learn more about distant stars, the physics of radio waves, the conditions that might support life. Ultimately, the WOW signal is a mirror reflecting our own curiosity and our own hope. It is a cosmic echo of the question we have been asking for millennia: are we alone? On that August night in 1977, for just a moment, it seemed like the universe might have whispered no. And as long as we keep listening, we keep our own sense of wonder alive, forever poised on the edge of the greatest discovery in human history. Thank you for watching Mystery Chronicles. Please like, comment, and subscribe.